Thank you for tuning in to NSC Sports. This your boy Ken, and today I want to compare resume, Anthony Joshua's versus Deontay Wilder's. And the reason that I want to do so is because I see people saying that Anthony Joshua is the A side when Deontay Wilder had 40 fights and 39 knockouts. So before I do so, if I could get you guys to lend your support by subscribing to the channel, also press the like button if you guys like the content. What we're trying to do is actually bring a different perspective from what you guys normally hear, and we just gonna get right into it. Okay, so right now I'm on Anthony Joshua's Boxrec, and so far, I'm not as impressed because the only people that I see that he has is Joseph Parker and Vladimir Klitschko, right? And so when I'm looking at this, I see people saying, "Oh well, Anthony Joshua is 21 fights in, and he already has a championship belts, three of them, right, or four, three or four, one of the two." And I'm looking at it and I see that he got one of his first belts from Charles Martin. Come on now, Charles Martin. Don't nobody like Charles Martin. Don't nobody even know Charles Martin. You mean to tell me that Deontay Wilder cannot beat Charles Martin, right? So that doesn't make sense, right? And so I'm looking and he really doesn't have an impressive resume. I mean, the his biggest wins was Joseph Parker and again Klitschko. The reason that people giving Carlos Takam a good fair shake is because he fought him. Eric Molina, remember when Deontay Wilder fought him? He was a bum, remember? But since he fought Anthony Joshua, he's no longer a bum. He no longer meet that criteria. Dominic Brazil, who has he really fought? Nobody. Who has Dillian White fought, which is right here? Who has Dillian White fought that were in the top 10? Chisora actually won that fight, but they gave him a definitely a gifted decision. So I'm looking, look, all of his fights, he hasn't really fought anybody. This guy, Gary Cornish, nobody knows him. Dillian White, nobody really knows him. Charles Martin, nobody knows him. Dominique Brazil. I mean, if Deontay Wilder would have fought Dominique Brazil, you guys would be saying that Dominique Brazil is a bum. How do I know? Because you guys were saying Eric Molina was a bum until he fought Anthony Joshua, right? So let's go to Deontay Wilder's Boxrec. Let's see. Only seeing two signature wins for Anthony Joshua. Okay, so let's go to his. Okay, he has Luis Ortiz. You guys trying to discredit that. Bermain Stavern. You guys trying to discredit that. Gerald Washington. He got credit, or Big Baby Miller got credit for fighting Gerald Washington, but he was a bum. Remember, he was undefeated when Deontay Wilder also fought him. Chris Areola. Nah, wouldn't take that. But let's go to Johan Duhapis. People gave Big Baby Miller credit for that, right? Why? Because they wanted to build his resume to the point where if Big Baby Miller fought Anthony Joshua, they want to say, oh, well, he fought Duhapis. He fought Gerald Washington. But they discredit him when Deontay Wilder fought him. Again, Eric Molina. He fought him, right? That's at least one, two, three major fighters that he fought. But they said that he's the bum killer, right? Yeah, he had 40 fights. He had 40 fights, but still, I mean, is it his fault that the level of competition doesn't want to fight him? And I'm not knocking Anthony Joshua's, but one thing I want people to do is I want people to be fair on far as how they assess people. Because if he would have fought, if Anthony Joshua would have fought Gerald Washington, they would have said Gerald Washington was undefeated. If he would have fought Chris Areola, they would have said that he was a good fighter. If Anthony Joshua would have fought Arthur Spilka, they would have said that he a good fighter. He only had one loss when Deontay Wilder fought him. If Anthony Joshua would have fought Johan Duhaupas, they would have said that he was a good fighter. Just like they trying to say Carlos Takam is a good fighter. Nobody sat there and said that this man was ever a good fighter until Anthony Joshua fought him. So basically what people is doing is anybody that Anthony Joshua fought or fights, they want to sit there and give him praise for it when he doesn't deserve it. Just because this man sit there and fight whoever, doesn't make him, right, or make the other person, this monster that Anthony Joshua took him out. Come on now, we gotta be fair with this, and that's what this channel is definitely about. It's about fairness, giving everybody their just due. The man had 40 fights, 39 KOs. Okay, and so you say that Deontay Wilder needs to do more. The man has 40 fights. And you saying that this man has to do more to fight Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua is an A-side only because he fought an older version of the Klitschko. Luis Ortiz was older, but he was still younger than the Klitschko, and he got knocked out by Deontay Wilder. But they're trying to say that Deontay Wilder fought an old bum. Okay, old undefeated bum who was actually winning the fight until Deontay Wilder put his lights out. A bum that Dillian White does not want to fight. Come on now, come on now. I mean, I understand why, nobody want to see Deontay Wilder, the boogeyman, the strong, confident one, that nobody want to see this man prevail. But come on now, that doesn't mean that you got to be biased. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. Deontay Wilder has 40 fights. Anthony Joshua has 21 fights. But the problem with that is that he has all the belts. See, when people was asking Deontay Wilder to fight the highest competition, he didn't have no belts. So when you take a belt, that means that you feel that you're ready for all levels of competition. That's what should have been told to him, or he shouldn't have went to proceed to fighting for the belts, because now Deontay Wilder, he wants to fight Anthony Joshua, and he deserved that fight. This man has 40 fights, and despite whether you guys feel that he's a bum or not, let's see. This is the time to prove it. What he's made of. If he's a bum, Anthony Joshua would show and expose the fact that this man is a bum. The bum killer, as most people would say, right? So let's just get the fight. Let's cut out all the politics. I know some people don't want to see it. They would rather just sit there and say that that Anthony Joshua can beat Deontay Wilder, as opposed to actually seeing if he can, because some people are emotionally invested. But that's all I got for now. Please subscribe again, lend your support. Thank you for tuning in. This your boy Ken. We're a fairly new channel, so hopefully that you guys are willing to allow me to grow with y'all, and comment, like, subscribe. Thank you. You guys have a blessed day.